My name is Eli Budde, and I'm here to talk about authority, what it is, some examples of it, and how it applies to me. So, what is authority? Well, authority is how someone responds to a person in a position of power. That is, how someone views a person in power and how they respond to their authority. There is a facet of authority called power distance. Power distance is how readily and comfortably someone of a low status in hierarchy can talk to someone who's of high status in that hierarchy. There's low power and high power distances. High power distance means that someone of low status in that hierarchy can find it troublesome, if not difficult, to talk to someone or to communicate someone who is of high status in that hierarchy. And they have trouble bringing up problems to them that they want to address because of that power distance between them. Someone who lives in a low power distance culture can find it very comfortable and readily available to talk to someone who is of high status in that hierarchy. Schools and businesses can usually have an open door policy, allowing students and employees to talk to their boss, professors, very readily. Now, what are some examples of authority in real life? Well, before we move on, there are three main types of authority. There is charismatic authority, rational legal authority, and traditional authority. Starting off with traditional authority is authority given to someone via a tradition. A well-known example of this is royalty. Although the person might not be the most qualified for that position, because of the tradition, people still respect the authority that the crown has. Moving on to legal, rational authority, that is authority given to someone via laws. A great example of this is the President of the United States. Their authority is outlined in the United States Constitution, as well as precedents set by previous presidents that outline the implicit powers that they have. Now finally, charismatic authority. That is authority given to someone because of their personality. Either they are very good public speakers or are able to make connections very easily. A great example of this is Martin Luther King Jr., who was the figurehead and leader of the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s. Because Martin Luther King was a preacher, he had very fluent and very eloquently could talk to large groups of people, leading them on and inspiring them to continue on the fight for civil rights. Now, how does it apply to me? Being someone who was raised in a very German town, I felt a very high power culture there, having very high emphasis on respect of teachers and people who are in authority, especially the teachers. And I find that in the workplace as well. Whenever I speak to my supervisors or employers, I always use Mr. or Miss in their names to give them the respect that I feel like they deserve. In summary, authority is very complex and has many facets to it, including power distance, as well as different types of authority. Those are being traditional, rational legal, and charismatic. Thank you.